Welcome to the Imperium Forex daily video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. Well, the Australian dollar has taken a twist from the downside to the upside after rebounding from the level of 77.4560 earlier and also from the critical level, that was the 60-day moving average, which was at 77 now, 77.90, which is previously was at 77.70. From the doji though, does give some concerns that we might be showing a bit of hesitancy towards 78.85. Nevertheless, we should not discount this level. If we see a break, this could give further scope to the upside towards 79.45, with a base now seen temporary around 78.15. My views on the US dollar is getting even more concerning to the fact is it just cannot rally. And from the weakness overnight, falling from 90 on the index to 89.5, it propels euro up towards 124 as a potential target now when it takes out 123.50 now overnight. While challenging this level at 123.5, the market is still looking, as I mentioned, towards 123, possibly, 124.15 to 124.65 now, purely for the fact is that the dollar index is really showing bigger concerns that it can't rally. And if this is the case, it could put the euro up to 128. But before we get too excited about the bullish case for the euro, let's see how the dollar progresses. At the moment, it's just above 89.5. If it breaks beneath 89.40, though, it does give graver concerns, and we could see a new low. So keep an eye on that. Support for euros at 122.75. Support for dollar yen has left me a little bit puzzled now from the technical point, as it's very, very mixed. Crushing the support at 108.15 this morning. I now sit on the sidelines. Very rarely I do this, but at points when you can't see a view, it's sometimes best not to give one. And at this stage, I'd rather keep that way. And there's the technical risk from a risk management point of view is there is little to gain from putting a position on at these levels. We can still fall lower and also still can rebound. So we need to see in the next 24 hours how the market plays out. Can the US dollar continue its weakness? And if so, then this will bring support that around the initial target of 107.25.45, which is in the report. Resistance comes in at 108.60.70. The pound, however, never really responded to the weak US dollar overnight, and at this stage it's still posing a threat to the downside. With the Brexit negotiations still lingering, and actually quite surprising how quiet it's been over the last 2 months, does tell me that the quieter it be, the worse it may turn out to be, without being too negative. I still hold my view down to the 150.36 region, with any fresh rallies to top out around 139.25. Gold reaches its target now, 1,330. At this level and at point of time, I sit on the sideline as well, like with dollar yen, purely for the fact is market has got here too soon for my view, and I was only calling up to 30 as a target. Above here, though, we could see 34, 38, or even up to 44. But the point is, can it sustain? And as you can see from the previous attempts on this top side, it hasn't. Technicals aren't fully supportive to the bull run, so we could easily fall back to 26 to 22, with the bullish foundation still remaining around 1,300. Silver at this stage still looks like it could get up to around about $16.70 since rebounding of $16.20. But just be a little bit careful, the technicals aren't as strong, and how quick this silver can turn around. It is very volatile, so just be very careful that we might see another sharp turnaround from the $16.70. Rounding off with oil, well, the market still at this stage is threatening the downside, but the technicals are showing some bullish divergence, so I think we are finding a base very soon around the region of $58.30 a barrel after briefly looking there this morning. I do expect to see from this base a recovery back up to around about 60 and reassess from there. So that wraps up for today. Thank you very much for joining me this morning, and I hope you have a wonderful day that's ahead.